I'm meteorologist Jim Minaldi from the KFNX Weather Bug Weather Center.
Currently, in downtown Phoenix, it's 42 degrees.
Next news in 30 minutes or when it breaks. Here on Independent Talk, 1100 KFNX.
I'llFixYou.com. Therapeutic massage with trigger point therapy. This is real lasting pain relief. Regular massage is great, feels good, great for the body. But trigger point therapy corrects the problem that's causing the pain at the source, even decades-old pain. Headaches, back pain, migraine, sciatic pain, and so much more. Safe, natural, and gentle, half the price of the big chains, only $50 per hour. Go to I'llFixYou.com.
Good times, good friends, and cold drinks, and that's what it's all about. Arena Sports Grill at 64th Street in Bell has been North Scottsdale's friendliest sports bar since 1998. There is always something going on in Arena. Taco Tuesdays with a pool tournament starting at 7 p.m., Wine Wednesdays, half-off bottle of wine and $11 one-topping pizzas, all-you-can-eat fish fry Fridays, and the best prime rib dinner with all the fixins on Saturdays. It's Arena Sports Grill. Food, sports, games, and fun.
Newsflash, never be fat or smoke again. Break any habit or addiction in as few as 3 to 7 days. No withdrawal. Yes, you heard me right. No matter if you're 40 pounds or 140 pounds overweight, smoke 1 pack or 4 packs a day. You will be free. Call our information line at 623-266-1392 for free consultation. Your habit or addictive behaviors now can be a thing of the past. Call Hypnotic One at 623-266-1392. Now you take control of your life instead of being controlled by life. Call now, Hypnotic One at 623-266-1392.
The true voice of Arizona. Independent Talk 1100 KFNX.
And now, live from the KFNX studios in beautiful downtown Phoenix, it's Pain Management Arizona with Bob Miller. Good morning and welcome to Pain Management Arizona. I want to thank my sponsor today, West Valley Center for Spiritual Living, a multi-denominational place of worship where everyone is welcome. A sweet and relevant place to grow at 99th Avenue in Peoria. Contact West Valley Center for Spiritual Living at 623-972-3205 or visit the website at wvcsl.com. We are a loving, joy-filled community honoring the many paths to God as we learn to live the science of the mind principles. West Valley Center for Spiritual Living, 623-972-3205. Visit the website at wvcsl.com. Celebrating science of the mind, change your thinking, change your life. And welcome back. I am Bob Miller. I am the host of Pain Management Arizona, owner of New Serenity Massage, therapeutic massage. This is not just basic massage. This is real lasting pain relief for headaches, back pain, migraine, shoulder pain, hip pain, sciatic pain, numbness, and much more. I'm also streaming live on YouTube and Facebook at Pain Management Arizona. Just type that in. You'll find my page or my channel. You can actually watch radio. I am here with you every Sunday morning right here on 1100 AM KFNX at 9 a.m. I do have 2 locations in the Valley that I can work on yet. If you're looking for some sort of pain relief from back pain, headaches is the most common thing I run across in my profession. I have in Peoria at about 94th Drive in Thunderbird. That's out in the avenues just off the 101 freeway at the Sonoran Life Solutions counseling offices. And there's another location in Central Phoenix at about 7th Street between Thomas and McDowell. And a 1-hour session with me only is $50, which is about half the price of what those big chain massage places are charging for an hour of basic Swedish massage. And they, quite frankly, they don't generally have the people there that have the skills to really work pain management. They give you a nice, good Swedish massage. It's definitely good for you, beneficial to the body. But if you're looking for real pain relief, you can contact me at 541 END PAIN. That's 541 ENDPAIN. And visit my website at painmanagementarizona.com for more information, or go to I'llFixYou.com, where you'll also find a bunch of free stretching charts, coupons, ebooks, a lot of good information there. And I even sell gift cards that you can send to a friend electronically on the website. You are also able to book your own appointments on the website. Just click on the book an appointment here, and it will show you the calendar. You can see what day you want to come in, see what times are available, put in a little information, lock in your visit. I have been getting extremely busy this last week. It's been fantastic. A lot of people that have been really looking for a way to get their pain to go away for a lot of years, and they finally heard me on the show, or called a relative, or came in themselves and decided, oh, I'll try this. The last resort, one person said, and I said, basically, yes, this is your last resort, because your pain will go away and you won't be searching anymore. It's a really fantastic technique that I use. It's very gentle, very passive. It's neuromuscular trigger point therapy. We all know what knots in the muscle are. Well, we know we have them, but a lot of people don't actually know what they are. A knot in the muscle is a continuously contracted fiber in the muscle. When you hold the muscle in the same position for long periods of time, tighten it suddenly, over tighten it, or if it's impacted, some of the fibers get stuck in the tight position. The muscles are made up of fibers, just like when you tear apart a piece of chicken, it comes apart in little strings. Those are muscle fibers. And when some of them get stuck in the tight position, those little fibers are going from end to end on the muscle. And if they're stuck in the tight position, the entire muscle is no longer able to relax. And the other fibers that are right around the ones that are stuck, they start getting stuck too. Because when a muscle fiber gets stuck, it stops blood flow, because blood can't flow through a tight muscle. And once it's stuck and has blood trapped in it, that blood quickly has no more oxygen, no more nutrients. And all it's got in there is acetylcholine, which is the chemical the body puts into the blood to tell a muscle, hey, flex. And now that can't be washed out with the new blood coming in. So you can't get that chemical out of there. And so it's kind of stuck in position. And now you got a cluster of these knots, and it's wrapped around or right up against the side of a nerve that's going somewhere else in your body. What I do is this technique I've developed, it's not totally original. It's basically a mixture of, techniques that have been around for 3,000 years combined with modern knowledge of the anatomy. Because, all those years ago, they had some good ideas, made a lot of great leaps and bounds in pain management just by trial and error, but they didn't know what a nervous system was. They didn't know where the muscles in the body were. They didn't know which way the fibers went. And so that's where I specialize. And not only knowing the anatomy, the muscles, the nervous system, I know how to feel for these muscles. I don't just grind an elbow into you. That's what they do in the massage places. If you've ever had a regular massage, you tell them, oh, I got tightness in the shoulder. And they'll say, yes, this shoulder is very tight. And they just put an elbow into you and lean on you. And you scream because it hurts. I tell people that's like trying to kill ants with a sledgehammer. You might get a few of the ants, but you're going to do a lot of damage to the ground underneath just by, pushing into it so hard. You have to learn how to feel exactly where the knots are. You got to know where the nerves are leading, where they're going through the muscles, and you have to know the referral patterns. Like if you tell me you got a headache, I'm not just going to say, okay, I have to work here. I'm going to say, where in your head is your headache? Because you can have a headache behind the eye, the back of the head, the base of the skull, top of the head, across the forehead. Those are completely different nerves that cause headaches in those areas. So depending on where you're telling me your headaches feel like they are, that lets me know which nerves I need to check, which nerves I need to work on. And those are the muscles I feel around. I find the knots, put a little bit of gentle pressure on there, and it releases. Most pain issues can be resolved by simply releasing the knots in the muscles that are irritating the nerve, causing the pain. And I always talk about painkillers, the opioids. There's an opioid crisis in this country. They actually put restrictions on them. I have to do some research. I know those restrictions expired, so I'm not sure if they renewed them or not. Hopefully they did, because 80% of all the opioid painkillers produced in the world have been being eaten up by Americans. And America only makes up 5% of the world's population, and we've been eating 80% of the world's supply of these painkillers. That's just unreal. That's like one kid eating all the school lunches in the cafeteria. Most other countries in the world only give out these powerful painkillers in hospitals to people that have major trauma or end of life to relieve their pain. And they would never think of giving pills to someone to take with them. It's just unheard of. They're too powerful a drug. They can kill you. They do kill you. In fact, they just announced recently that you are more likely to die of an opioid overdose than in a car accident now. It is now, your odds are 1 in 96 of dying from an opioid overdose. Odds in a motor vehicle crash are 1 in 103. So that's how serious it has gotten. And the painkillers don't do you any good. All they do is mask the symptoms. There is a cause, there is a symptom. They mask the symptoms. You just don't feel the pain. The problem is still there. And now that you can't feel that you're hurting, you're injuring it worse. So you're continuing to do these activities that, caused it in the first place. You're tearing more muscle, tearing tendon, because, you can move without the pain now, and you're just really going to be in much worse shape than you were in the first place once the painkillers work out of your system. If they do, like a lot of people, they just stay addicted to them. They stay on them for way longer than they need to be on them or should be on them. And, the doctors just really don't warn people enough about the problems of addiction with these pills and the dependency people get, because your body becomes accustomed to feeling how it feels when it's full of painkillers. That becomes your new normal. So once you try to get off the painkillers, it's the same with any alcoholism or drug addiction. Once you remove the foreign substance from the body becomes very uncomfortable, because it does not feel like it's the state of normal it's used to. And that's why a lot of people struggle with addiction and alcoholism, because they can't handle the normal. The normal is not what feels right. And, it's just really kind of sad, because I've had so many people that have been on painkillers for so many years. There was over 300 million prescriptions for opioids just a couple of years ago, written just in the United States. There's only 329 million people in this country, and 300 million of them got a prescription, at some point. Well, not that many people, but enough prescriptions were written for that many of the population. And we just really need to get the message out here that there is alternatives. Neuromuscular trigger point therapy, what I specialize in, is safe, gentle. We get rid of the knots. The knots are gone. They are no longer a problem. It's not like a regular massage where, you feel good for a day and a half, and then the pain's right back. What I do is actually correcting the problem in the muscle, and the problem is gone. And you can get new knots in the muscle if you continue to do the same type of activities where you're straining those muscles. Again, I do have 2 locations in Peoria and Phoenix. In Peoria, it's at 94th Drive and Thunderbird. Phoenix is 7th Street between McDowell and Thomas. And it's only $50 an hour for an appointment. We can definitely get you fixed up. It's only most of the fast food chain of massage is what I call them. They charge $100 an hour, and you just get a basic Swedish massage. And yes, Swedish massage is great if all you're looking to do is get some relaxation. But if you want real pain management, check out my websites, painmanagementarizona.com and I'llFixYou.com. You can't find those just by putting them into the search. You have to put them into the address bar to go directly to the site. Or you can call me directly. Write down this number. Remember this number, 541 End Pain. Simple to remember, great number. Pass it along to your friends, relatives that you know have chronic problems with pain, back pain, shoulder pain, hip pain, migraines. Yes, even migraines, not just headaches, but migraines. I just had 2 nights ago, I got a phone call from the owner of the wellness center in Phoenix asking if I was able to take a late night appointment because they had a couple in there and the wife was in extreme pain from her migraines. And I was already still out in Peoria, just finishing up appointments. And I said, if they want to come out to Peoria, I can get them in that night. And they showed up at 8 o'clock at night. And this young lady had severe migraines for the last 2 years, as well as back pain and pain in her hip. And she was in tears when she was in my office. Her migraine pain was so bad. I did end up, they booked an hour and a half appointment. I ended up working on them for 2 hours till after 10 o'clock at night. And it was amazing. When I got done with her, she was in tears, but it was tears of joy. She was so happy. She, I kid you not, she did not stop smiling. After she got dressed and they opened up the door, I came back in the room to show them some stretches that'll keep those muscles from knotting up again. She just could not stop smiling. She was just so overjoyed. And that just made me feel so good. I am not, in it for the money like, a lot of these fast food chains that are charging you $100 an hour and, only paying their therapist like $15 an hour. I am the owner operator of this. I am the person that has this skill. I'm the person that will work on you at my offices. And, for convenience, I got the 2 different offices that I can work on yet. Most all my appointments are in Peoria, but there are a couple days of the week I can get out to Phoenix if Peoria is too far for you to go. But if you've been suffering with pain for many years, been to many different doctors and specialists and neurologists and are just not getting the relief, it kind of really surprises me. I had the one lady, she had migraines for 7 years. This was a couple years ago. And I worked on her and, she had said she'd been on migraine medications for all this time, but she was still getting the migraines. I can't tell you how many times I hear people tell me that they're on medications for something and they're still having the same problem for years and years later. But for 7 years, she had migraines. I worked on her. I didn't see her again for 7 months till I saw that she had booked an appointment and requested me by name. And so she came in. I was anxious to see how she was doing. I asked her how the migraine situation was been. It had been 3 months since I worked on her. And she told me since I had worked on her, she had had no migraines, only had one slight headache once, and had thrown away all her migraine medications. And I just thought that was fantastic. This is one of the big reasons why the medical association always blocks our attempts to get covered by insurance. With the Massage Association, we've made multiple attempts, done all sorts of great studies that prove that therapeutic massage is beneficial, but it's always the AMA that pops up and says, nope, that's not a valid treatment. You didn't, their excuse is you had quantitative studies, not qualitative. And we're like, what? And they say, oh, you're just taking the person's word that their pain is gone. And it's like, okay, they come in with severe pain. We work on them. We're done with them. And they say they have no more pain and you can't take their word for it. And they say no. And my question for them is, okay, somebody walks into your office and says they have severe pain. You're taking their word for the fact that they have this pain and you're prescribing them narcotics that can kill them. How does this make any sense? I don't know. I'm trying to get a hold of some people, start up a new drive to get therapeutic massage paid for by insurance. And if there's anybody that works high up in the high levels of insurance companies, pass it along to your bosses. Wouldn't it be nice if a person could only have their insurance pay $50 to see me and then not have to pay those tens of thousands of dollars that they would end up paying to the doctors and the pharmacists and all that for the pills and the appointments and the specialists and the neurologists? Because there's so many pains that people have suffered with for many years that are just so simple for me to get rid of. Again, it's a very gentle, safe process. check out my website. There's more information on that. Just go to I'll Fix You, ILLFIXYOU, I'llFixYou.com. Type that into the address bar, or you can call me directly at 541 End Pain. I can answer some of your questions, get you booked in with an appointment. I still have several appointment times available next week, but I have been really getting booked up now that the word's getting out, because every person I work on, they send me 3 more people because they have friends, they have relatives that also have pain issues they've not been able to resolve. And then they come in and they tell 3 friends, and it's really a fantastic thing. Nothing makes me happier than to have somebody come in that's suffering with pain and walk out and not having the pain. I did have one lady, it was kind of fun. She said, she actually came in on a cane, was having difficulty walking. And when I got done with her, she was twirling the cane in her fingers when she got out to the waiting room. And she says she did a little dance. Her daughter was waiting out in the waiting room. She did a little dance and she says, "Look, I can shake my booty." And she felt good. Her hip pain was completely gone that she was feeling the need to use a cane for. And this kind of thing is very, very common. I mean, I don't want to even say it's possible, but it's common. I have a 99% success rate in alleviating or completely eliminating pain issues. Some people, actually most people in 1 hour, they get complete relief. If not complete relief, they feel 100 times better. And normally it only takes 1 or 2 more appointments and then it's completely gone. There's nothing to lose for trying. You will get relief. If not completely in 1 session, maybe a couple sessions. The only time I have not been able to get rid of somebody's back pain is when they had a herniated disc, bulging disc, ruptured disc type of issue. If you have not, been diagnosed with that. And there's also things that are diagnosed incorrectly, like carpal tunnel syndrome. You got the tingling and the numbness in the fingers. I just had a lady just a couple days ago that told me, "Oh, I have carpal tunnel syndrome." Because I had asked her before she told me, as soon as I felt her neck, I said, "Do you get tingling or numbness in your fingers?" Because I could feel the tight muscles exactly where I normally find that causes it. It's called thoracic outlet syndrome. It is easily corrected with therapeutic massage and trigger point therapy. And she said, "Yeah, I have carpal tunnel syndrome." And I said, "Well, let's put that idea in the back burner and let's try fixing the side of your neck here where the knots are in the muscle and see if that goes away." Just saw her again for another appointment. And she said, "Nope, no more tingling in the fingers. It hasn't been tingling since you worked on me." So many of these issues are so easily corrected. Again, 2 locations in Phoenix, 7th Street between Thomas and McDowell at Urban Wellness. And right there, I have an office I can do massage, or at Sonoran Life Solutions in Peoria on 94th Drive and Thunderbird in the medical center there. And call and make an appointment. Go onto my website and make an appointment. Website, painmanagementarizona.com. And you can also go to I'llFixYou.com, ILLFIXYOU, I'llFixYou.com. More information, great stretching charts, and we can get you on the schedule, get you an appointment booked, and get your pain to go away. And if you have a friend or family member that you know is in pain, write down this number, give it to them. They will thank you. Or go onto the website and click on get a gift certificate. And you can send it right to their email, and then they'll have you to thank for sending them the gift certificate that got their pains to go away. And again, I want to thank my sponsor today is West Valley Center for Spiritual Living, a multi-denominational place of worship where everyone is welcome, a sweet and relevant place to grow at 99th Avenue in Peoria. Contact them at 623-972-3205 or visit their website at wvcsl.com. We are a a loving, joy-filled community honoring the many paths to God as we learn to live the science of mind principles. That's West Valley Center for Spiritual Living, 623-972-3205. And again, the website is wvcsl.com. Celebrating science of the mind. Change your thinking, change your life. And we are about at the end of our show for today. But again, watch your body movements, the way you do things. If something hurts, don't do it. Don't twist to the side and reach for things. Move your feet so your toes are pointed at things. Well, I don't tell people not to use your cell phones, but phones will keep me in the best business the rest of my life. Try to hold them at shoulder level. Don't look down at them. Will save your neck, save a lot of headaches, literally. Drink half your body weight in ounces a day. And remember to contact me to go to I'llFixYou.com or call 541-END-PAIN. 541-END-PAIN. Thank you, and we'll see you next week.